Welcome back to Movie Moshow. Today we are going to review the action thriller film, 13. If you like our content, don't forget to like and subscribe. We post multiple times daily. Spoilers ahead. Vince Farrow overhears conversations about a deceased man who is ready to begin a lucrative career. Farrow takes an envelope holding the job instructions because he needs money. He shows up at a gathering in a remote area. In order to check for surveillance devices, he is told to strip off, and the heels of his boots are removed. Instead of the deceased man, the organizers choose to hire him. Participation in a number of Russian roulette games is the work. There are numerous participants, each of whom is given a number. Each time a particular light bulb is turned on, the participants are required to spin the cylinder of their revolvers and fire. Jasper Baggas is one of the wealthy spectators who wagers on who will survive, and the event is planned for their amusement. Baggas places a wager on his brother Ronald, who was rescued from a mental hospital. Patrick Jefferson, one of the competitors who Jimmy brought out of prison to participate, asks Jimmy to help him, but Jimmy ignores him. He then haggles with Jimmy over the stolen goods from a truck that he and his son stole before being sent to prison. He asks Jimmy to give his son in prison half of the loot, but if Jimmy dies in the game, he gets to keep the other half. The competitors receive one bullet each for the first round, are placed in a circle, and are instructed to aim their revolvers at the person in front of them. Farrow tries to leave, but he is compelled to take part. He makes it through the opening round as number 13 and only shoots his gun when he is in danger of dying. Farrow only escapes the second round, in which each gun is loaded with 2 rounds, because the man behind him is murdered before he has a chance to fire. Farrow and 4 other guys survive the third round, which has 3 bullets in each rifle. Farrow is one of 2 survivors picked at random to fight in the final round. The other 3 are done and receive a sizable quantity of money. Jimmy then makes an attempt to choke Jefferson in order to steal the loot map and take all the money for himself. Jimmy gets caught in the act by another staffer, who tells him to stop arguing that no one is permitted to hurt the living players. Jimmy is then given the alleged map, which Jefferson later shows to be blank paper, and he makes fun of Jimmy for falling for his trick. Jefferson gathers his possessions as the enraged Jimmy departs, but not before burning the paper, which turns out to be the concealed real map of his plunder, to ensure that no one can locate it and to deceive Jimmy into pursuing him later. Farrow defeats the odds and receives used $1,850,000 for winning the duel. He discovers that his opponent has won his previous 3 fights. He gathers his money and leaves the mansion undetected, making his way to a railway station. He hides his loot in a trash can when he sees the police closing up on him. He finds the money after being questioned by the police, sends it to his family by registered mail, and purchases a gift for his sister's birthday. Jasper, who believes Farrow still has the money with him, shoots him on the way home, partly in retaliation for Farrow killing Ronald and partially to steal it. Without realizing it, Jasper steals the money bag and flees with the toy. Before passing away, Farrow removes the shipment receipt and shreds it, making it impossible for Jasper and the authorities to find the money. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe.